Hello there, Homo sapiens. This video is sponsored by insomnia and loneliness, and we will be seeing the top 5 fictional Karens. If you're pretty active on any social platform, then I'm sure you're bound to have come across the word Karen, which by definition means a woman seeming to be entitled or demanding beyond the scope of what is normal. In a nutshell, a Karen's just an annoying, white, middle-aged woman with short hair. The word Karen has only been in use for a short while, but we've all witnessed Karens even in cartoons, but just haven't acknowledged it. Regardless, I present to you the top 5 fictional Karens. Number 5. Mrs. Beauregard from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Mrs. Beauregard is an egoistic, bossy woman who's of course white and short-haired. Her daughter Violet wants to win the competition, and Mrs. Beauregard will do anything for her. And she also tries to undermine Willy Wonka, and Willy Wonka's kind of like scared of her, you can see that, and tries to get rid of her as soon as possible, in which he does succeed without even trying. Number 4. Patty Farrell from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Though Patty is just a teen or a kid, she's also just as bossy and as egoistic, and wants to prove that she's the best too. Now you can see there are a lot of similarities between Mrs. Beauregard and Patty Farrell, in the sense that Patty wants to undermine another character who is the main character, called Greg Heffley. Number 3. Now till this moment I thought that Karens can only be women, but boy was I wrong. Number 3 is Bubble Bass from an episode from SpongeBob SquarePants called Pickles. Now Bubble Bass, this tiny dude, he goes to the Krusty Krab to order a Krabby Patty, but the main reason behind this is that he wants to show everyone that SpongeBob is a terrible cook, which of course we know is false. So SpongeBob does all that he can to make a Krabby Patty, and he gives it to Bubble Bass, and he eats it, he relishes it, only to find out that there aren't any pickles in it. This really lowers SpongeBob's self-esteem and he hides himself, but everyone soon finds out that he was hiding the pickles under his tongue all along. Now this is probably like one of my favorite episodes in SpongeBob, especially because of Squidward's sense of humor. Now here's a clip from the episode, and this just makes me laugh so hard.
Welcome to the Krusty Krab. My name is Squidward. Can I take your order?
I'll have a, no. Oh, maybe, no. I'll have, no. Oh, maybe,
Are you planning on ordering today, sir?
I'll have a Krabby Patty.
How original.
And with extra onions.
Daring today, aren't we? One Krabby Patty, extra onion. Thanks, Farmer Brown. It's been a thrill serving you.
Can I get some extra salt?
We're all out.
Could you check?
No. Let me guess, Tiny. A small salad?
I'll take a double triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it and let it swim.
We serve food here, sir.
Number 2. Now I should say that, though this is second in this list, this character is probably the best portrayal of a Karen in any fictional story or movie. Of course I'm talking about Dolores Umbridge, who's just another white short-haired woman, and she's a bossy egoistic teacher who teaches at Hogwarts in the Harry Potter series. She appears in films like The Prisoner of Azkaban. But what sets her apart is that everyone hates her. Dolores Umbridge is known for the amount of hate she's received from the audience, and not just the real people, but from the fictional characters as well. Like, no one in the Harry Potter universe likes Dolores Umbridge. This just shows how good of an actress the person who portrays Dolores Umbridge is. I feel like she deserves more recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. We've come to the number 1 Karen, the top tier Karen. The worst of the worst. The creme de la Karen. She's the peak of Karenism. And the top fictional Karen is Jane Kangaroo from Horton Hears a who is a surprise, short-haired, middle-aged kangaroo who hates Horton heartily. Wow, I sound like Dr. Seuss. Just because he has a different view on what the world is, and he's trying to tell that there are not just them, but other people who live. Now, Jane Kangaroo is the mother of a child, and they don't really show the father, so I'm guessing that he either ran away in search of a better woman, or he just died unable to bear the torture. Either way, I'm happy for him. So Jane, she tries to kill Horton, and she tries to destroy the speck in which there are actual people living in it, and Horton keeps trying to protect them, and you can notice that Jane has all the qualities of a Karen, like she's, again, bossy, egoistic, she's grumpy, and she's not accepting of the truth. Like, you could say kind of like a conservative. When Horton tells that there are people inside the speck, she isn't ready to accept it and wants to destroy it immediately. So that was it, Homo sapiens. These were the top 5 Karens in fictional stories. And most YouTubers at the end of the video, they tell people to subscribe, but I want to thank you guys for subscribing, because in the past week I actually gained 2 subscribers, and this has actually given me some reassurance, because I had no idea where this YouTube thing would lead, but those 2 subscribers have told me to keep going on, so thank you so much. Goodbye.
Hehehehe